Welcome to our June 6th graduation. My name is Melissa Carney. I'm the Community Outreach and Graduate Support Manager here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind. With me at my feet, I have my almost 11-year-old guide dog, Aaron, a male yellow lab. We coincidentally just celebrated our graduation anniversary last month. We've been a team for 9 years. So it's bittersweet looking back on our memories and thrilled to be here today celebrating the graduation of our new guide dog teams. We have a pretty even split today of those who are receiving their first guide dog and those who are back at Guiding Eyes receiving a successor guide dog. As you can imagine, there's a lot of transition for both of those processes. When you're a new guide dog handler, you're transitioning from using one mobility tool to another. You're transitioning from using a white cane to a guide dog. You're learning how to trust in another being with 4 paws instead of only relying on your own abilities and your own travel skills. So that comes with a huge learning curve. And I commend our first time handlers for taking that step to newfound independence in their journeys. It can be a lot to consider, a lot to take in. I like to say that one of the most important things that you can do as a guide dog handler is give yourself grace. Be patient with yourself and know that you don't always have to be perfect because you're learning. There's many things you come into training, the dog has already learned. They've already done their homework for months and years. You are just learning about this process. So to our first time handlers, I hope that you continue in the spirit of positivity and learning and know that Guiding Eyes is here to support you every step of the way. For our returning graduates, I want to also honor your transition. The bonds that we form with our guide dogs are understandably very complex. These bonds are what allow us to communicate with our guide dogs effectively. As you can imagine, that communication style is individualized. What works best for you as a team? Is it verbal cues? Is it hand signals? Does your dog hear a certain tone of voice and react to it? It's very individualized. So imagine coming from that communication style and that bond and that feeling of trust with one dog and having to establish it with another dog. Every dog is unique. Of course, our puppy raisers know this very well. Each dog has their own quirks, their own strengths, sometimes their own weaknesses. And so we have to, as handlers, learn to accept and work with all of that, support our dogs while supporting ourselves. So I want to acknowledge again that transition that our returning graduates are facing and taking on a new bond. Oftentimes, you're also in different stages of your life. So maybe you received your first guide dog in college or when you were a young parent, and now your lifestyle has changed. Maybe your kids have gone away to college. Maybe you faced retirement from a job. There's so many transitions we also face in our lives that these dogs are a part of. So giving respect to that and the person side of this equation is really important to think about and give credit to. So whether you're a returning graduate or a first-time handler, no matter where you are in that stage, I am very happy to be celebrating this next milestone and this next chapter of all of your journeys. Thank you for coming to Guiding Eyes and allowing us to share in a piece of that journey. And to everyone who has committed themselves to preparing the dog side of the journey or contributing to the Guiding Eyes mission in any way, thank you so much for your contributions. Whether you were a puppy raiser and you committed sleepless nights, potty training, getting bitten with those little needle teeth when dogs were learning where their mouths are located, any transition that you faced as well, learning curves that you faced with any dogs and challenge points and periods of growth and success. Thank you so much for sticking with it and being so dedicated towards preparing a future guide dog for someone who's blind or visually impaired and really making a difference in their lives. Thank you to all of our donors. Thank you to all of our staff, our trainers, everyone who makes the Guiding Eyes mission possible in pairing these beautiful guide dogs with the graduates you see today. With that, I'm going to introduce Rebecca Cross, our Director of Donor Relations, to acknowledge our fantastic donors.
Thanks, Melissa. As she said, I'm Rebecca Cross. I'm Director of Donor Relations here at Guiding Eyes, and I have my beautiful guide dog, Kokomo, with me today. And so I just wanted to first say congratulations to everybody graduating, and good luck, and best wishes on all your new adventures together. There will be a lot. And I also just wanted to take this moment to thank everybody who has made each of these teams possible through your support. You make a direct impact, and you can see this impact sitting right in front of you. It takes so many people to make one guide dog, and that's from the front line to behind the scenes. And so thank you for making that possible. I just wanted to recognize one team today. We do have one dog who's been special named, and so I wanted to recognize that Pierce was special named by Carrie Moore and family in memory of Patrick Pierce Moore, so Pierce was his middle name. Patrick was a local Westchester resident who was very well known and well loved, and volunteered for so many places. He was a home socializer for Guiding Eyes, so he helped a lot of puppies get their start. He donated a lot of blood. He ran the tunnels to Towers 5K every year, and just was an all-around wonderful person. And we're so glad that the legacy of Patrick and the joy that he brought to so many will continue through this beautiful partnership with Pierce and Brittany. And thank you to everybody for making all of these teams possible. Congrats, guys. And I'm going to hand it over to Jessica Walsh to recognize our puppy raisers.
Thank you, Rebecca. My name is Jessica Walsh. I'm a regional puppy specialist of the East Regions. I help with data entry, and I help with the East Regions RPIs. There's a quote by Elizabeth Andrew that I think will ring true for most puppy raisers. Volunteers do not necessarily have the time, they just have the heart. So I want to start by thanking all of our incredible, dedicated puppy raisers for finding the time and providing countless hours, sleepless nights, and hours of training, along with the passion and patience that helped lead to this very moment. You did it. You worked through and overcame all the obstacles that came along with teaching a young puppy from scratch. Along the way, you helped build the foundation that was essential in getting them here today. And now they're about to embark on an exciting new journey with their new partner. I just want to say thank you again for committing to puppy raising. We would never be able to impact the lives of so many graduates, including the ones here today, without your heart and dedication. I'd now like to recognize the raisers who could be with us today. When I say your name, please walk up to receive your certificate. Mallory Wallerman for Booker. Laura and Bob Marth for Odyssey. The Gauthier family for Pierce. Janet and Larry Amberger for Riddle. And we have some puppy raisers that weren't here in attendance, and if we can hold the applause to the end. We have Lynn Sauce for Odyssey, Brer Sarah for Vintage, and that's it. Now I'll pass it on over to Dan.
Hello everyone. I'm Dan Wiesner. I'm one of the two class instructors for this lovely team in front of you here. I get the lovely ability to be able to start introducing our graduates that you see here in front of you. So first, we're going to start with Rachel. Rachel Hockenberger of Bon Air, Georgia, has come to Guiding Eyes for her first guide dog. It is a female black lab named Odyssey. Rachel works for the U.S. Air Force as a systems engineer at the Robins Air Force Base. Odyssey will quickly learn the base as these two will hit the ground running, returning home. In the downtime, Rachel enjoys outdoor activities like hiking and is a very proud mother of a 4-year-old. Despite being a first-time guide dog handler, Rachel was a quick study and was able to implement what she learned very well. Her kindness, dedication to her dog, and the ability to roll with things, was truly wonderful to have in class. I can't wait to hear all about all the things, at least of what you're allowed to tell me with your job. When you go home, there's a lot of wagging tails and Labrador kisses in your future. Congratulations. Next up, we have Deirdre Maxwell of Tacoma, Washington. She has returned to Guiding Eyes to train with her 10th guide dog, third from Guiding Eyes, wow, let's start this one over, a male black and tan German Shepherd named Booker. Within what seemed like moments, Booker stuck to Deirdre like glue, and the relationship has only blossomed from there. From her long time history with guide dogs, as well as showing dogs competitively, Deirdre has a wealth of knowledge and experience training dogs. She is impeccable at keeping Booker honest in the work and quite happy in the downtime. Fun fact, Booker is Deirdre's recently retired guide dog's great nephew. You will often find Booker literally wrapped around her, even if it's out on route, in the dining room, or anywhere he can make it happen. These two will be returning home to more dog friends and a house full of toys. I can't wait to hear all about your adventures together and how many titles Booker will have by the end of the year. Best wishes, my friend.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. My name is Kat, and I'm the other placement specialist for this class. Coming from Texas, Brittany is a first-time guide dog user who has shown remarkable dedication and compassion throughout her training here with Pierce, a yellow lab male. Brittany has been a quick study with a kind and caring spirit. She eagerly embraced every opportunity to learn about her guide dog and the best ways to build a strong, effective partnership. Her thoughtful approach to communication and her genuine connection with Pierce have truly been inspiring. As she returns home to Texas, she'll be greeted by her supportive husband and 2 young children, ready to welcome the newest member of their family with open arms. Best of luck to you. And we have Phyllis. Phyllis has shown an unwavering determination and heart throughout her journey here at Guide Dog School. Traveling all the way from California, she brought with her a spirit of resilience, dedication, and optimism. Phyllis has a foundation of a strong partnership with her guide dog Riddle, a yellow lab female. Back home in California, Phyllis enjoys navigating her local routes and using these opportunities to socialize and stay connected with her community. With Riddle by her side, she looks forward to even greater independence and the freedom to continue what she loves to do. Working with Phyllis and Brittany has been my absolute pleasure. I celebrate you both, as well as Deidre and Rachel. Dan and I are proud to celebrate your accomplishments as you graduate today, stepping forward with confidence into this exciting new chapter. And Dan, we're just going to recognize a home training graduate.
Yes, we have one home training graduate graduating with this class as well. Rose Carpenter, a long-time resident of Jamestown, New York, has embarked on a new journey with her first guide dog, Vintage, a charming black lab she affectionately calls Vinny. With Vinny by her side, Rose confidently navigates her community. The two are often seen walking to the local library, visiting friends, and attending church services together. Vinny's cheerful nature and playful personality brings constant joy to Rose's life. She especially loves his goofy moments, which never fail to make her laugh. Rose adores her dedicated guide and his goofball side. Together, Rose and Vinny are stepping forward into a life full of independence, connection, and plenty of tail wags. The team was trained at home by Miranda Beckman, Foundation Manager. Congratulations.
We would like to acknowledge the trainers responsible for the dogs graduating today: Jenna Ravelli, Shannon Deere, Amy DiPaolo, Sam Ori, Erin Murphy, and Lori Bussey. And lastly, Dan and I would also like to extend a very special thank you to trainee Jean Wilsey, who joined us this class. Jean, you brought a calm, encouraging energy to our group. Although to anyone on the outside, you clearly looked clearly looked like an intimidating bodyguard, as Phyllis affectionately called you. We look forward to working with you. And now it is time for our graduate speaker, Rachel.
Let's see if Odyssey let me stand. Okay. So first I want to congratulate our classmates. I know it's not two of their first time dogs at all, but it was really nice having two veteran guide dog users and two newbies. I think Brittany and I both learned a lot from Phyllis and Deetra. I also want to acknowledge Deetra. She served in the military and while serving sustained an injury and got blind that way. And just thank you for your service. I also want to thank our trainers, Dan and Kat, and our shadow, Jean. They're super knowledgeable and they obviously care a lot about what they do. Very fun, learned a lot, very funny. They're just such a great team and it's very obvious. Everyone here who I've been with this week knows I have to mention the food. It's very good. Rob and Peter made and served really good food. It wasn't infrequent if I had to have 2 desserts, so I'm not sure if I should thank them for that or not, but thank you anyways, and I just thank you for being so accommodating to all of us. What else? Oh yeah, Phyllis wanted to also just extend her appreciation to our instructors because of their professionalism and guidance. When her first match didn't work out, I can only assume it's kind of emotional. And she said they were nothing but supportive and just helped her through it. And her and Riddle are like just such a cute little team. I think they're going to be great, and they did a good job. Let me see. Last, I guess, just like thanks to everyone else. I know there's a ton of people and facets and everything to this, so if I forget someone, I'm sorry, like staff, nurses, puppy raisers, instructors, trainers, volunteers, donors, like all of this is possible because of you. So thank you guys for that. And I just want to reiterate how important this is and how impactful, I guess, a guide dog is like on our lives. So thank you.
Okay, now it is time to officially graduate you guys. So Dan will be handing you certificates, Rachel and Odyssey. Deidra and Booker. Brittany and Pierce. And Phyllis and Riddle. And I'm going to turn it back over to Melissa.
There's been a lot of thank you said. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but thank you to everyone. It really does take a village. It takes so many complex puzzle pieces, if I may, to get to this point in the journey. Whether it's training the dog, working with the person, all of the steps they've taken in their journey to get to this point. Those who maybe we don't always see in the room or who don't always get the credit, who are working behind the scenes. There's people from all backgrounds, all departments, all levels of expertise that make this guide dog team and culmination possible. So thank you to every single person who has a hand or a paw in making this journey possible. And thank you to everyone who's taken the time to support our teams today, who's come to graduation, who is sharing in this celebration. For our graduates up here, I think it's a mix of exhaustion from our 2-week class and also excitement for what lies ahead. So good luck to all of you. And we invite you to continue to celebrate with us and continue to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates in Rosie's Cafe shortly.